What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Chuck It Up channel. Welcome to another day and welcome to another journey with your boy Chuck It Up. And for those of you guys that are new to the channel, my name is Charles Wilson. I'm a full-time employee, part-time entrepreneur, and now daily vlogger. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button with the notification bell because I'm taking you guys on my journey to become a full-time entrepreneur. So in this video, I want to talk about the 5 issues with running a one-man business. One-man business or one-woman business. So a lot of you guys that are listening to the channel or follow the channel are currently in the beginner stages of entrepreneurship or in the process of becoming an entrepreneur. First thing I want to do is, again, provide you guys with my experience and some mistakes that I've ran into as when I was operating as a one-man business in this specific case with King of the Game. And for, I got to give the plug. So King of the Game, Best in High School Sports Highlights. Make sure you guys check it out as my other business page. We do a lot of highlights with high school sports. So issue number 1, and this one might be the most obvious one, is burnout. If you're running a one-man operation, you're in charge of finances, you're in charge of social media, you're in charge of the services, you're in charge of booking clients and setting up the scheduling, you're in charge of everything. So doing this, 7 days a week, which usually when you're running a business, there's no break days. You're pretty much operating as you go. When you're awake, you could easily burn out. And I've had this situation happen to me. I was in charge of finance, everything that had to do with the business. And this kind of goes back to one of my other issues when it came to business was I never said no to anything. So it was just an ever piling list. So that actually goes into my second issue, and that is a limited capacity. So as a one-man team or one-woman team, you only have a certain amount of time to operate and provide services and keep track of the business. It's smart to know what your capacity is, so once you fill that up, then obviously you just worry about that. So when you have more people, you have an opportunity to delegate certain things to other people, whether it be social media, whether it be taking appointments, whether it be doing specific jobs. You have the opportunity to delegate things to where you don't have to be everywhere at once. That is a huge thing that you want to work away from, because you could do it for maybe like a year or two, which I have done. But as you go along, you're trying to grow your business. Limited capacity is just not, you want to increase the limit so you get more and more business, which equals more and more revenue. So always remember that. So issue number 3. Issue number 3 is limited growth. Everything ties in. So you're going to see how everything ties in as I go down the list. So you're burning out. You have a limited capacity. So you only can take on a certain amount of customers, certain amount of services, certain amount of projects. Your growth is going to be slow compared to if you had a larger team. You can start branching out, taking more jobs, taking more projects. Just working as a one-man team, it slows your growth. It's not bad. Again, there's people that have started businesses where they are the only person. They don't get burned out. They're able to limit their capacity, and they're okay with slow growth. But again, at some point, you're going to want to increase your growth with the ever-growing market, especially in your field, because there's new people, there's new competitors coming in that'll potentially take business from you. So the best thing you could do is do your best to grow, but also keep your brand correct. You don't want to grow in a bad sense. You're growing, but your brand is suffering. You want to make sure you're growing quickly, but also keeping that brand, that quality to your name. Number 4. Hey, my freaking hand looks big when I do that. 4, if you're absent, it's a loss. You have no one else to call to take your spot. It's not like work where you could call in sick and somebody could just come in and do your job. When you can't do it, there's no one else. You're your own backup. Again, I've went out to specific jobs where I was sick. I didn't feel like going out there, but I know I was the last line of defense. I was the first and the last line of defense. So it's important to work through it, to persevere and, run through that wall to get your business done. Because again, if you're absent, not only does that equal loss when it comes to money, but that equals loss when it comes to brand. And it could just end up doing a domino effect to where it just destroys your brand and destroys your business. And lastly, number 5, that's 10. Number 5, this one people might actually not even think of, but this one's pretty important to me, is there's no diversity of thought. You guys want to get other people's perspective. Again, when you're working alone, there's no one else. It's your business. I mean, you can have, there is an opportunity where you have a mentor that kind of, brings you along the way, that can give you different options. But for those people that are running a one-man business or one-woman business, again, just a solo entrepreneur, you got to hear the other perspectives. It might sound good in your head, but you might need that other person to say, hey, well, that sounds great, but have you thought about this? That could help you grow your business quicker or more effectively. Companies nowadays, especially the big companies, it doesn't matter how big the business is, they all benefit from diverse thought, because people have to be able to challenge other people. You don't want to have a business where you're making a decision and it goes unchecked and there's no one challenging it. You always want somebody to at least challenge it and look at the points or the negatives, not the negatives, but the areas that you've missed. So you can say, oh, okay, cool. We've looked at all the areas of where this could go wrong. We've covered those up. We're anticipating if that happens, and we have these contingencies in place. You always want to have that diverse thought, because it's hard to poke holes in your argument, especially when you're the one that's thinking of them. So again, those are the 5 things that I have ran into when starting King of the Game. There might be more, and if you guys have more that I missed when running a one-man or one-woman business, feel free to leave a comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say, because, again, it's important for all of us to share our experiences so we learn from them. I want you guys that are starting a business, or those of you that have already started, but you're still at the beginning stages, to talk about, hey, these are the issues I ran into when I was running a one-person business. Yeah, let me know how helpful that is, and if you guys like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure that's blue so your boy get the like. And then also hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so you guys get an understanding of when the videos come out. You guys get that notification on your phone. Hopefully it's a Droid, not an iPhone, but if it's an iPhone, that's cool too. You get that notification when your boy be coming out with videos. And you guys already know I'll be coming out with videos 9 p.m. daily. Your boy's a daily vlogger. So hit that subscribe button, and we're going up. We're going all the way up. Anyways, as always, remember that action turns knowledge into power, and I'll see you guys next video.
Silky Beat.